Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about the SSR Select Recruit and we'll talk about the characters and see who is best to choose and how we can get the other two characters in the game as well. So I'm sure you already watched the reroll guide video about your first character to choose as reroll. I'll put the link in the description so you won't miss a thing. And then over here, let's talk about the three characters first of all. So we have the first one, Tsukishima, middle blocker, great character. Okay, all three of them are really good and you want to try your best to get all three as well. So for example, he increases the strength of your quick attack type players by 10%. So he's buffing your quick attack type players like Hinata or other characters, anyone that does have quick attack type stat. So he's super good for those characters, say Hinata for now. And then his active skill performs a quick spike with his quick attack stat. The next time a teammate casts a spike skill, their awareness is increased by 5%. So I talked about awareness and strength again in my previous video. So awareness would be like crit rate, to be short and simple, and then strength is crit damage. That's why he's super good. He buffs up your crit damage and crit rate for the quick attack types, and then over here for the next spiker, so whoever the spiker is. And then over here the second passive increases block power of your sides front row players by 8% after block stats. So again, buffs up your block players. So he does buff every single character in your team, and that's super amazing. And then over here, the ultimate skill performs a gigantic block and applies enrage debuff to the opposing spiker, reducing their power and quick attack stats by 10%. So apply debuff, right? And he's amazing. Okay, in general he's a great middle blocker and also the skill resonance as well, and you want to keep an eye for him, but he's not the person to select in this list, and I'm gonna tell you later on why. We're just showing off the characters. And then next one, Kageyama. He's a setter and also one of the best servers at the moment. So if you're planning to, serve and land an ace or, get points by serving, Kageyama is your man. I like to do that as well, even in real life. Like I play tennis and I like to do lots of serves and I'll try to get aces, and then he's also something like that. So performs a jump serve with 120% of serve stat as power, so that's an increased obviously serve power over there, trying to get ace and everything. And then let's not get away from his type of character. He's a setter, so setter is like the player that passes the ball towards your attackers. So performs a set, like a pass, with 150% of set stat as power for display your side spikers strength increases by 10%. So again, buffs up your characters and he passes the ball towards your spikers to do the attack and then buffs them up. So he's amazing again to buff up your whole team, especially during attack. Is, let's say, like an attacking unit in general. And then with his passive, while he's present, increases your size players awareness by 10% and increases spike power by 6% of the player's power or quick attack stats. So again, he buffs up every single one of your team. So it's not just power or quick attack, because as I said, we have two different types, but he does both of them. So he increases the crit rate and then also the power of the spike. And then over here with his ultimate, really nice one, he does a surprise dump. So this is a really useful skill in volleyball. And then if you watch volleyball, you know what I'm talking about. He performs an unblockable, this is important, unblockable setter dump with the set stat as his power. So instead of spiking and passing the let's say this, so instead of passing the ball to your spiker, he just dumps it to the opposing team, and it's kind of like a surprise attack. It says over here surprise dump, but he needs to be in the front row. This is the important part. He needs to be in the front row to do this ultimate. He can't do it in the back row. That's just like the volleyball rules in general. So that's one thing you need to consider. But then this is a really surprise and interesting attack. If you've seen this, you know what I'm talking about. Now let's talk about so again, he's not the person, he's great, but he's not the person that you're going to select over here, and then I'm going to tell you why later on again. And then finally, the person that you want to select in this wish list for your player is going to be Nishinoya. So I already select him. Let me talk about his skills. So he again is a great character when he's a libero, so he's the one that does the saves in your team, and also receives, so you can see the stats are super higher than other players. And he doesn't attack as a libero, that's why he's shorter than everyone else. I think you saw it in the previous picture. That's just the liberos. Can I open this up? No. So yeah, he's shorter than everyone else, and you can see the stats. So save is 97, 116, 103, 122, and this one as well. So he has the worst save and receive because he's a setter. He needs to pass, and you can see the stat over here. So libero is your like savior over here. He saves the balls, he receives them, so that you can build up your attack with your setter, and then even with the middle blocker you can do a quick attack, or even with your wing spikers or your opposite heaters you can do the spike. So libero over here, Nishinoya, when you do a save that is not bad and which is easy to get, increase the power of your next power spike skill used by your power type player by 15%. So he buffs up your power type characters. Let's say we got Izumi in the previous video, right? I talked about Izumi, so he is a power spiker, or even him, Tanaka, he is also a power spiker, so he buffs those characters up. That's why he's really good, buffs up your team, and then performs a save with 120% of save. That stat has power, which is great. And then when he enters the court, increases your team morale by 18%. This is great because the team morale, when you get this passive inside the game, you can boost up your whole team. That's an insane amount of boost, and this is great because he does it for the whole team. And then over here, consumes 20 additional stamina to perform a receive, and if the receive result is not bad, reduces the cooldown of your side's next power spike skill by 6 net crossing. So we have a cooldown. Obviously all of the ultimate skills of our characters have a cooldown, and he reduces cooldown. Just check how great that is, right? So these are the 3 characters. We talked about them a little bit in details and how we can use them and how they are being used in the game. Now let's talk about how to get them. So as I said, you're gonna select him for this part, and you obviously need to use the recruit tickets, the purple one. We also have a red one, which is for the ultra characters like the UR one, Ushijima, which is a different case. We'll talk about that in a different video, but for here you need these recruit tickets. So 80 pulls is guaranteed to get an SSR, so you either get your wishlist player or you get one of the other 2. But then the second 80 pool, you are guaranteed to get your wishlist player. So hopefully you'll get lucky to get it in the 80th pool or even less. So you need to use recruit tickets, and getting these tickets is quite easy in the game. You just have to play the game to get different tickets. But if you also check your mail over here, you can also use the gems to get those tickets, which I do not recommend doing this. You need to use the gems for the red tickets, not the purple one. Again, that's another topic. So over here you get 10 for the delay on the launch, and then this one, yeah, 10 over here. So there was an issue, like I talked in my previous video, I couldn't open up the game, so this is 10 over here and then 10 over here for the delayed launch, so 20 in total. And if you have done the pre-registration reward, which I talked about it before in my videos, you can also get 25 over here, so 45 in general just by getting the mails. Then obviously when you play the game, You will also get these tickets from any other places. So that's how you can get Nishinoya over there. And then let's talk about the other two characters. So if you check over here the enrollment bonus over here, you can see on the day 7 you can get Tsukishima for free. So you don't need to select him as your wish list, and you're gonna get him for free over here just in a week. So amazing, right? And then let's talk about the other person, Kageyama. So over here you can see in the starter only pack gift, you can buy him for $1 or $2 depending on your region. I'm not saying what to do with your money, obviously that's your choice, but still this is a valuable pack because you're also gonna get this 10 of the recruit tickets that you can use for summoning. So this is how you can get the other two characters, and that's why it's best to use this one on Nishinoya so that you can get all 3 of them finally. But again, do whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you my thoughts and how you can, make the most out of it. Now let me know down in the comment section what are your thoughts and who you are going for, and just leave some comments so that we can talk about it more. And make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss the next videos that I'm gonna talk about different characters, how to level them up, and the best team comes in the game, which we're gonna talk more later on in my channel, along with all these different events and stuff going on over here. Till next time, have fun and stay tuned.